This area's restricted. No entry.
What is this place?
This is the pit. Any Elex, any forbidden technology that comes into Goliath, this is where it's kept. Move along there. Move along. No entry.
I'm watching you. Don't do something stupid.
Orin has lifted the ban on the Hammer Clan.
Well, aren't you the smooth-skinned charmer? How did you get him to lift that?
Well, I'm very persuasive.
I'll bet. But however you did it, I'm thankful. Here, take this. A small token of thanks from the Hammer Clan. You'd better watch yourself. There are jackals here.
Watch out for the damn mutants. You're never safe from them.
What exactly are you doing here?
Caring for these seedlings. With care and luck, one of them might grow to maturity and become a world heart. Of all the ones we grow, very few make it. But those few are everything. Those few will save Magalan.
isn't enough.
Are you looking for something?
Eardor needs supplies.
Eardor? The cultivator? Yes, I suppose he's not had any supplies for a while. But he will have to wait. He can forage in the forest. The people here can't.
I promised I'd get him supplies.
I'm not responsible for your promises. I have a whole town to feed.
What if I buy them?
Elex is always welcome. You can purchase what you want. Everything I've got here has already been assigned. Except for a load of bread I had to throw out because no one picked it up from the baker until it was too late. I mean, what use is moldy bread? For the want of a few men, we waste resources that we're already short of.
Is moldy bread all there is?
For now. I'll get someone out there with better supplies when I can. But honestly, I can set up 4 other supply runs to other people in the time I can get someone to him. Until all this is sorted out, I've got to put my supplies where they'll do the most good.
Can we trade?
Look around.
What are you doing here?
Wisdom guide you.
About these rarities.
Yes?
Why do you think you're loot?
You've seen the enemy. Alb Raiders? Cleric mechs, guns? We are the guardians of Mag. Why does it matter how we win it?
And how do you want to win?
In a fair fight. Not with swords and superstition against energy weapons. If we've crossed the line and are prepared to kill a man, why question the way he was killed? Better to give up some of our principles than ask our warriors to give up their lives. You're responsible for overseeing the pit, aren't you? Ah, incomer. It would be... So, you're responsible for all the...
Why? Have you found something while you were out hunting?
Do you destroy everything that...
Ornir is stealing technology from the pit and selling it.
Well, that makes Ornir a double-dealing, traitorous little shit, doesn't it? As if we didn't have enough trouble. Thanks. I will look into it. Oh, and please, inform Angrim of Ornir's transgression. I will make sure Ornir is sent to him.
And would you ever think of test...
Why?
Do you destroy everything that comes to you?
I found the outlaw.
Is he dead?
No, I talked to him.
Talked? Why did you talk? What did he say?
He wants you to start trading with him again.
Trading? What trading? What are you talking about? If I was trading, that would be against the law. I mean, I'd be a dead man.
About the... Why did you stop trading with him?
I wasn't trading. Trading would be illegal. Elex technology is forbidden. Trading without a license is forbidden. Trading... Anyway, I mean, that stuff was junk. I wasn't doing any harm. And Angrim is monitoring the Elex oscillations.
You should keep trading with Bigby. Here, will this Elexit persuade you?
Well, if it matters that much to... All right, then. But I won't take a gamble of getting exiled. As soon as there is even a trick, and I'll tell them you were involved. If I go down, okay, I will... You can tell him that I need the same terms as before. No. He'll have to make it more, all right? Because of the risk. No, not now.
And...
Why? Have you...
Ornir is stealing technology from the pit and selling it.
Well, that makes Ornir a double-dealing, traitorous little shit, doesn't it? As if we didn't have enough trouble. Thanks. I will look into it. Oh, and please, inform Angrim of Ornir's transgression. I will make sure Ornir is sent to him.
Why not?
You sound like one of those Listen, there are books from the Great Fall that say there were other ways to power machines, but that most... And so, Amric and the Forefathers decreed that all technology and right-at-the-time machines were... And if you have magic... So, the...
Surely.
Such is temptation. The Albs take...
Victorious. They're beating you.
In the short term. They don't even know what they're fighting for. How can they ever be victorious? They have a love of Elex, if we knew that. But they have retreated into Zeke, and they're changing, becoming less human.
But Alps can cast magic.
Yes, now they...
If Elex is so bad...
You mean, why not turn it into...
It's Elex, isn't it?
Yes, but the concentration in it... Maybe one day we'll manage it, but until then... I'm glad it's the Pilgrim and the Warlord who have to decide all...
So, you won't be confiscating my Alexit?
Oh, we need as much of it as possible to buy the things we need. So, please, trade while you're here.
Do you destroy everything that comes to you?
Good day to you.
And would you ever think of...
You mean give Elex weapons to someone?
I'm watching you.
How does mana help you?
That we have yet to understand, though we do study it. Those who cast magic will tempt.
Isn't mana addictive like Elex?
It is the power of mana that is addictive. You can see that in Goliath, and we use a lot less. Mana puts our bodies and minds in harmony. The energy the Albs use in magic is...
What goods have you...
Sure.
Get out of... Just get out of here.
This is down to you, isn't it? You told Yora I was trading with an outlaw, didn't you? I'll probably end up in the Valley of the Damned because of you. Or worse. Right now, they're hanging the sentence over my head. Probation?
Cinda sent me.
Cinda? Is there another?
She hasn't received the resupply she needs, and nobody seems to know when.
Didn't Jorah sort this out? Or has his failure to fix things become my problem?
What is your after?
Jorah was supposed to have sorted this out. Once more it comes back to me. Then there won't be any more The last group I sent were killed by a troll. We haven't more men to lose that way.
Then send more people.
Fight on too many fronts, and you lose the war. I'll not send more men to their deaths. Cinda will have to deal with this problem. Tell her it is time she called on one of the other clans. The Ison clan will no longer risk lives.
Has Ornir been sentenced?
So, thank you for your service. Continue on this path. Such service shouldn't go unrewarded. As to your question, yes, Ornir has received. He will be exiled to the Valley of the Damned for a... If he survives, then I will permit him to return to Goliath. So, if you want something from him, you should see him soon.
Why do you...
They take so much. They're like how messed up, and they tear it from every act.
So you don't trust anyone?
Our founding fathers, they taught us we cannot give in to, and they did well. No one who has seen a
It almost sounds like you...
A fully trained app, but true power. Have you got them?
What if I did, and I took Elex as well?
Then you would be just another henchman. Is that what you want? To destroy Magal? A strong... They will stop.
Teach me.
Yes. We should not rely on machines. We should not rely on machines.
What's so good?
Quality. And as you go up through the... As a cult of... So for cult... But...
I'd like to try...
Pick your armor...
Take that tick to the pit. It should be disposed of.
About Ascor's... Thorgal wasn't anywhere near Goliath at the time of the murder, and he has witnesses to prove it.
Yeah, he's also too skilled a fighter to have left Ascor such a bloody mess. So, he's out as the suspect.
Garen just wants to hunt. He didn't like Ascor, but I don't think he killed him. Besides, if he had killed Ascor, he'd have used his bow, not a sword.
Yeah, all Garen wants is to hunt. He'd have no motive for this.
It's not conclusive, but I don't think it was him.
I agree. I don't think it was him either. Let's take him off the list.
Eardor didn't have time to commit a murder. He's tending to the World Heart and looking after supplies. Besides, he's just too weak to have killed Ascor the way you described.
Yes, I agree. I don't think Eardor was capable of this. That's one less suspect for us.
I don't think Baron did it. Ascor was his friend, and Baron just wants to be left alone. I don't see why he'd murder anyone.
All right. Even though he knew Ascor better than most, yeah, you're right. He doesn't have the energy, or the motive. Frankly, I only think Ragnar wanted Baron questioned in case he had seen anything. It looks like he didn't. Let's take him off the list for now.
Rock wasn't anywhere near Goliath when the murder was committed. He didn't like Ascor, but I don't think he could have done it. I'd say he didn't kill Ascor.
I didn't think he would have the opportunity, but Ragnar insisted I look into him. I guess Ragnar was wrong.
You recently became a warrior, didn't you? You and Ascor are both eligible to be paladins?
Yes, but trust me, I'm happier with my job collecting waifs and strays than becoming a paladin and going out to the front lines. I think I'm making more of a difference doing what I'm doing. Ascor, though, was a driven man. Becoming a paladin was all he wanted.
You were right. The investigation was a waste of time. It must have been someone outside Edan. All of his suspects are innocent.
It's Ragnar we'll have to convince. He is certain one of them did it. He's not often wrong.
Then who do you think it was?
I don't know.
Then tell Ragnar that.
What about Baron? He didn't have a proper alibi, did he?
No one there to say he was at his post, and it wall.
Then it must be him. The others all have alibis. Baron knew Asgore better than the others.
I thought you said Ragnar only included Baron in case he saw something.
Ragnar, do you know where Baron is?
I found him in the forest, but he said he takes time off to go to the lift into the Valley of the Damned.
Then we should go there and see what we find. You want me to come with?
What do you think we'll find there?
Who knows? But we don't have any evidence so far.
Why would Baron talk?
Since when have criminals been clever?
All right. I'll search the area. What is it I'm looking for?
We won't know until we find it. Have a look around. Bring me anything you find.
What do you mean, interfere?
Bring anything you find to me without disturbing it.
Then you know what it is.
No, I'm warning.
Right.
Just trust me.
I could use...
Then you have it.
You think you can keep up with me? I mean, I use a jetpack sometimes.
I know. I have one that I haven't...
Can you use it, though? You are a berserker.
Yeah, sometimes rules can be bent. I'll deal with any trouble.
There's an abandoned camp in some ruins to the west of Goliath. You can meet me there.
You lead, I'll follow. The
Hey, you.
What do you want?
I'm looking for a guy who was supposedly seen in the area recently. His name is Ray. Whiny little shitbag. Reckons he's an outlaw. Do you know him?
I know Ray. Why are you looking for him?
Who isn't? Everyone is looking for Ray. There's a whole crate of shards on his head.
Why is he worth so much?
You don't know there's a contract out on him? I thought they were everywhere.
Do you have one of those contracts with you?
And if I do?
So, what have we here? Are you on your way down to join the damned, or have you just come to see what... Come on, you won't get to use the elevator until you've...
What elevator?
What elevator? The enormous wheel over there.
What do you do here, apart from shout at passersby?
You watch your mouth. I'm the sole sentinel here. I do the guarding and the repairing. More the guarding than repairing right now. The elevator is bust and no one...
No.
Well, that saved you from yourself. No sane person enters the valley willingly. It's just traitors and failure.
I thought you said it was your job to repair the lift.
Yeah, and? Fixing this elevator is really complicated seeing as one of the gears is missing. So unless you've got a portable smelter and forge to make...
Have you ever been in the Valley of the Damned yourself?
Damned, yeah? Sort of the important part of... That place is for the exiled. I don't ever want to see that place.
Does anyone ever escape?
Not this way, they don't. I do guarding and repairing, remember? Besides, most of them down there are too busy dodging the creatures to plan an escape.
How many exiled live in the valley?
I don't know. There used to be guards that went down there to check on them, but they don't do that anymore. Not since the recent Alba attacks. Now, nobody is keeping record of how many have died, but it's their fault. They shouldn't have broken the law.
That depends.
Yeah?
Have you got a spare part?
Spare part? Spare part? Now, why didn't I think of that? Wait, yeah. I got loads of parts for you, right here, in my pants.
It's your job. Why don't you go and fetch a spare part?
Because my job has two parts, right? Guarding and repairing. Right now, there's only one part of my job that I'm not doing. If I go off looking for things, then I won't be doing either part of my job. And I don't want to get exiled for dereliction of duty.
How long has the gear been missing?
Since the other night. But why do you care? It's gone.
It was stolen?
Exactly.
Even though you are supposed to be guarding the elevator?
It could be that I left my post for a short while.
So, you weren't guarding the elevator, and now you're not repairing it?
Clever, yeah, very clever. Look, the part's gone and that's it. Now I'm back at my post and, you know, maybe someone took the gear for maintenance or something.
But aren't you the person responsible for maintenance?
You know what? Fuck it. I took the winch apart and got rid of the gear. Satisfied?
You wanted to sabotage it?
I don't want anyone to leave the valley. And be honest, neither do you. Do you think it's right that those criminals get to go home for good service, while good people like me get stuck here without a chance for parole? Fuck that. Fuck them. They got themselves sent down there. They can stay down there.
You're going to tell me how I can get the gear back.
Yeah, good luck with that. With any luck, no one will find...
So, it's by the waterfall.
Shit, I knew. Soon as I saw you, I knew that this day would...
I'll find the missing gear.
I don't want it found. Go and bother someone else.
You shouldn't stand around talking about these things.
You believe all that stuff about a comet?
What do you want?
Hand the contract over. Now.
Oh, you want to play rough, do you? You really want to try that? Fair enough. Here's the contract.
I'll get you.
Oh!
I'll get you.
Dear fellows, I am so deeply sorry to keep you waiting. Tonight, they will get the shock of their life tomorrow, those assholes. Then we'll see who has to crawl around in the dirt. After sundown, we'll be the new lords around here. We make the calls. It's their own fault for treating us like dirt. So let's meet above, at the lift when it's dark.
Go and bother someone else. Go and bother someone else.
I'll buy that.
Well, forgetfulness can be... It can easily come.
Put that thing down. Now you get clever.
I'm watching you.
I spoke to Angram.
Oh, great, thank you. Someone who is prepared to do something. When will the deliveries come?
They won't. The men Angram sent to the valley are dead.
And is he going to send more? No, wait. Let me guess. We don't have warriors. How does he expect me to get supplies if he can't?
Is Angram the only person you can...
He's in charge of the Ison clan, and the Ison clan are in charge of his... If the Ison clan won't help, one of the others will have. Would you speak to Ragnar, warlord of the Hood, or Cormag of the Hammer clan? Look around.
It's his own fault. He wouldn't have been punished for that in the past.
The comet killed this world. We're just the dust blowing in its tail.
We have to do something.
Are you serious?
That's what I said.
You think you can get a hold of a decent set of Alp components?
Sorry.
I can find some shards to cover this.
Getting drunk. That's where he'll be.
I heard he was robbed.
Don't listen to those sorts of comments. How is that even possible?
They won't.
And is... how...
I could...
You... well, besides, it's not one delivery I need. If the ice and clam won't help, would you speak to Ragnar? Or Cormag of the
Can we
look around.
Deal. Give me the contract.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Now, stop looking for Ray.
Who?
I see we have an understanding.
Sorry, I have no idea what you're talking about.
I found something hidden in Baron's hiding place.
What'd you find?
Here. Do you think this could belong to Baron?
No, that was Ascor's. And now we find it at a place Baron confesses coming to regularly. Huh, I'd say we have some evidence.
I solved your case for you, Duras.
You got to the truth. For that, I thank you. I'll take things from here.
Is that everything you...
The destruction of a seedling...
You want...
Very...
I found some...
What'd you find?
Here.
No, that was Ascor's.
After what you did for me, I will trust you to decide what to do with the casket.
I'll take it to Ragnar, and you can consider this case done. You needn't worry about it anymore.
Is that everything you have to say?
The destruction of a seedling is a matter for a warlord. Your involvement is over.
Uh-huh. So what happens now?
I take this to Ragnar. He'll deal with it from here.
You want to know what I think about the murder?
Very well. What do you think?
Well, I don't think any of the people on the list did it. There's just not the proof. There's only one person associated with Ascor we've not investigated. You.
Me?
You were a rival to Ascor. You carry a sword. Then you find out Baron goes to where the seedling was found and suddenly think he's a prime suspect.
You can't think I did it.
I do. It's simple. You murdered Ascor.
What are you talking about? You can't seriously think it was me.
Tell me your alibi.
You don't know what you're talking about.
You spend your time outside Goliad. And you spend all your time trying to persuade me not to investigate this. Then tell me. Tell me, or you'll have to tell Ragnar.
Ragnar will see me dead. I'm an outsider, and Ascor was born a berserker. He was known, and he was one of Ragnar's favorites.
So you did kill him?
Kill him? Yes. Murder him? No. I found Ascor by the lift one day. He'd managed to kill the seedling he'd been given. He knew that would stop him becoming a paladin. He attacked me.
So why hide that? And why frame Baron?
Baron's been blackmailing me. He found me with Ascor's body. He knows I'm an outsider. Who would they believe? Who do you believe? I gave you a chance. Won't you do that for me?
I can see why you did it. I'll keep your secret.
Thank you. You don't know what a weight this has been. I owe the Berserkers. Now I owe them more. I didn't want him dead, but he flipped on me. I don't think it helped that it was me. He couldn't stand the idea that he'd be facing exile while I continued on as a warrior. Property belongs to the Berserkers. You now know who the murderer is. That's what you needed to discover.
Ragnar wants answers. This won't be over until he's happy he has them. Time for you to step aside and...
What do you mean?
I solved the murder. I will get the reward.
Wait a moment.
I could tell Ragnar that murderer wasn't a berserker.
You could also tell him it was me.
You'll have to take that risk.
You don't believe I can let you go to Ragnar after that?
Then draw your weapon or trust me.
Then do it. But quickly.
Cinda needs your help.
More trouble with the supply. What can I do to...
She needs people to...
I thought Angram had sent men to...
The men he sent are dead. They were attacked by it.
And more will die if our men aren't fed. Still, if Angram is worried about sending men, then there must... I will send men to help Cinda. But if they're to go out there... We recently captured some movement detectors from the... Get me one of those movement detectors.
Isn't taking time.
Sometimes, laws must... Get me that detector.
The trouble between...
So, Elder can drown his sorrows and...
After a little chat, Orn agreed.
A little chat, eh? Well, I should have had more faith.
Angram was behind it.
You're sure of this?
Orn told me himself.
Then it seems I must speak. We have enough trouble with... Thank you for your... Take this for... And keep this matter between...
I have the movement to...
Excellent work. Tell Cinda she can count on... I will tell the men...
Someone there?
The hammer.
They will? You convinced...
Yes.
Oh, you don't know what a relief... The least I can...
Give me what you think is fair.
Well, the Ison clan were due... I guess they won't be claiming them now. There was two... The same again for the second, so you get 500 Elexit.
Sure. Income.
Good day to you.
We don't need from seed to tree. It's persuade. We this
about.
Are you certain?
I've met.
What?
There's talk and there's facts. You should learn the difference.
Some things just take time.
That is illogical.
I'd like to
What are you doing with that technology? Take it to the pit. Some things are better off buried. There's more to all of this, I'm sure.
Yes, I'd heard things
Right
were
now.
rough there, too.
The weapons of Jorah will render them unusable.
Then the law has been served. Thank you. You honor us. I hope you will find a place here with us. Goliath is a welcoming...
And your expression tells me this...
You ordered the war.
Yes. So it was justice. Asgore's murderer must face the...
About my... Someone...
There are men, but the sword is...
Are you certain of...
Eisenhower. Of course, I... Help. So...
And that...
Don't do any... Drogue, you... Or... You...
I have some...
Anything you know would be helpful. What have you learned?
The murderer isn't anyone from Goliath.
How do you know this?
None of the suspects had a clear...
So why was Asgore killed?
For the seedling. My guess, it was a simple robbery. Asgore refused to hand over the seedling.
So Asgore died honorably, defending the seed? I had started to hear grumblings about Asgore. You stand for the law, and you see good men, so we have an answer. There would never be a... But knowing that this foul murder was not... I will consider this matter closed. My thanks. You did well here. I am surprised you solved this before Dura. Yes, I'd heard.
Well, I've investigated, and it seems he was given just cause.
A brave...
Is that everything you...
From a lost sheep to a wolf.
When fate brings us together, I could use your...
You lead. Opportunities are there.
So annoying.
Have you...
So annoying.
You said...
Correct. You must have sensed it out there. If we are going... I need information. Any information. So, be it the outlaws...
That's a lot to add.
You know your way around the wasteland. Plus, you aren't... The journey will have... So, what will it be? Impress me. We don't... Yes?
I went to the fort.
Good. And...
The fort is well prepared for...
And their state of...
They have similar...
And I will need to think again about Tavar. Tavar is always... Thank you for...
About... Is there...
You seem to take this serious. Since I can't... The cult of... Oh, and... As you can...
Angrim was behind it. He
You
hoped
don't
by
feed the
instructing
belly,
Orin
the
not
rest
to
of the
serve...
body will die.
Teach me.
Sure.
He wants to play politics at a time like this.
About.
When we have Alps pounding at our
I
gate,
wonder if he was
I
serious
will remind
about
our
that.
dear friend that the laws
So
put our
annoying.
common cause
So
ahead of
annoying.
planned business. It is good you came to me with this.
Let
You
me know
don't
if
feed
you
the
need my
belly, the
word
rest of the
added to
body will
yours.
die.
You want to
I
cross
will.
him? You're crazy.
We must remember that we are all berserkers first.
And clans second.
Does it have to be like that?
They're always hitting on you here.
What the fuck's wrong with you?
Stop, thief. You...
I'm not...
Our...
You...
I did...
You...
And...
You...
Who are you hiding from?
So... I... But...
Sir?
Where should...
He had entered the... I...
Good day to you.
So, you have broken our law. Our laws are clear. Any Elex technology should be given to the pit and stay there. Do you have anything to say?
You sent me to get that Elex weapon.
I also told you to follow our Elex tech. You find a berserker called Rogar in the Valley of the Damned, and penance will be paid. But if you intend to spend time here in Goliath, that is my judgment.
Where should I...
He had entered the Valley of the Damned when we last heard from him. He was going to find shelter, then carry out reconnaissance. I'd start your search at the huts the exiles have built out in the forest. Maybe...
Prowling around up there.
Stop, thief.
I'm not...
Our
You took...
I did.
You did...
And then...
You...
Return. Follow me. And let us hope for your... Good day to you.
That either, whatever you say.